I'm David Karp, the founder of Tumblr. With Tumblr, we're trying to build the perfect platform for self-expression, which to us is really about letting people share everything that they care about. I think on the web today, there are very few tools that are really designed for sort of personal expression or creative expression and identities that people are really proud of, right? It's very easy to create an identity on Facebook, but their identity is really much more of an identification card, where Tumblr is really much more about creating something online that's totally unique and something that you're entirely proud of having show up when people Google you or when they type in your address, that's on your resume or your business card. The world would actually probably be a better place if more people were honestly sharing the things that they really cared about. By giving people total control of what they shared and how their blogs looked on Tumblr, it was really enticing and sort of interesting to a very aesthetically minded creative design community. And through that, they really inspired a whole lot of other people who kind of saw this work that they were doing, saw the stuff that they were sharing there. People in their 50s or 60s who are picking up a photography hobby for the first time because it's something they always sort of aspired to, but it wasn't something that anybody in their local community really appreciated, right? And now that they found a creative community out there that was receptive to it, that inspired them to really participate, and then where they felt like they had tools to participate, they started writing, they started sharing their photography. That stuff really gets us excited. The most surprising and maybe the most delightful for us is seeing communities that are so alien to us, things like the fashion community, things like the music or film community, show up on Tumblr and use it in extraordinary ways that we never ever expected. One thing that took me about 3 years to see, I think, is that sort of inevitably every 2 or 3 months, some just world-ending disaster seems to come along that just totally wrenches your stomach and makes you feel like, oh my God, like I screwed this up, it's all over. I'm now used to bad stuff popping up every now and then and having to deal with it and then getting through it and then everything looking great again and being excited about all of the things that we're working on. So seek out mentors early and really hear them out. And even when they say stuff that doesn't quite sit right, keep listening to them, keep talking to them, because sometimes it takes years for this stuff to sink in. And there are absolutely things that are just sinking in for me now that these guys were saying years ago that I just sort of poo-pooed and said, okay, no, I'm more clever than that, or that doesn't really apply here. And then eventually it clicks and you're like, oh yeah, okay. You don't have to listen to everything that people tell you, but having people who've been through this stuff before is invaluable.